for this French team. And here it is. Just watch Olmo, edge of the box.
That's me. I'm watching the France game. Well, I'm watching France get decimated at the moment with regards to World Cup semi-final. And actually I'm thrilled about it, to be honest, because as an England fan, I want to face Spain. But let's see if that bites us on the butt. We've got England versus Argentina next. But anyway, the reason why I'm shooting this video is because I made a commitment that I'm going to do daily videos, and I haven't posted today yet. So here we are. And today I wanted to post about what I'm wearing right here. This thing, not the silver bracelet that I have, but the wristband. And there's been a craze within the fitness space or the health space with regards to tracking and why it can be more detrimental than you think. A lot of people tend to wear the Apple Watch or the Whoop band or even an Oura ring. In fact, I've had all of those devices. But this Google Fitbit, this little band here that you can just strap onto your wrist, and this is not a paid promotion, but I genuinely think it's probably the lowest effort wearable tracker to have, but it's also the best for people like us. And when I say people like us, I mean people that are into the second half of their lives. They are looking to train and live for a better 40 years of their life rather than it just being about their before and after photo. So obviously I want to look good, I want to feel good, I want to be happy, I want to be strong. But at the same time, I do have a life, I do have responsibilities. Oh, is he through? Is it going to be 3-0? Oh my goodness. It's offside. Anyway, essentially, I'll keep this super short, but most people over obsess about everything when it comes to wearing their trackers. And a lot of people that wear trackers go through this journey where they are not tracking anything. So then they look to invest in a fitness coach or a fitness tracker to guide them in terms of where they want to go. Then they become overly obsessed with regards to what the fitness tracker does. You think about, oh, it gave me poor sleep score, so therefore I'm not going to train today. Oh, it said my heart rate is high or my stress is high or whatever. My HRV, even though still to this day, not many people know exactly what that means. And then they quote it as though they're just going to sack it off and give it up, right? And that cycle continues. Sometimes people might go through the opposite side where you will start tracking. Then essentially you'll wear this band, start tracking some more. Then you realize you actually don't need the tracker at all. All you need to do is sleep well, eat well, train well, recover well. And once you kind of understand how to do those things, then essentially you don't need the tracker anymore. The reason why I feel like I'm one of those people, but the reason why I think that this is actually very good is that it actually is a lighter version of the heaviness of what trackers bring, you know? So it's not something that I obsess about, but it's something that is guiding me every now and then. For context, I train at 5 a.m. in the morning, every morning, except for the weekends. And I work full time with a job and running a business as well. And essentially, I need to keep multiple moving parts to make sure that I am in control, right? So tracking is really effective for me. And like I said in yesterday's video, if you haven't watched it, go ahead and check it out. Essentially, tracking is super important to make sure that you stay on track, right? Tracking is what gets measured gets managed. And you have to measure what matters on a regular basis. It's a brilliant video. If I do say so myself, go ahead and check it. But when it comes to measuring, you want to measure things up here as well as on here or in some sort of way. And by doing that on a regular basis, it enables me to move forward, but not at the detriment of what it dictates to me. So what I mean by that is that if it says that you're really fatigued or you're really tired, then obviously I'm going to listen to it. But if it says you're in the middle, I'm not going to let that emotionally drive me, you know? I'm trying to stick to the routines that I know long term will compound. It's a bit like the stock market. People say they should invest consistently throughout. Don't worry about what's happening in the outside world too much. You should stay consistent with that. And that's absolutely right. So, because those that actually sustain investing for a longer period of time, if you do things consistently over time, it doesn't matter what's happening over time, compounding efforts will happen. It's the same with your fitness and your health and your managing levels of all of that. If you continue on the same path that you're doing regularly, it ultimately doesn't matter if you're wearing a band or not. But the band is there just to gently guide you. And that's why I like the Google Fitbit at the moment. But I would say in general, for most people, that where you have to pay for like a subscription, you have to pay X amount of pounds or dollars for something that is quite relatively expensive. This is a cheap, easy go alternative that can help you with all of those things combined. And I think personally, if you are going to track, have something other than just a fitness coach, which I believe you should have as well if you are serious about, yes, getting in shape, staying in shape, building a strong body and a stronger life. And if you are interested in that, click the link below. We can talk. But essentially, you should always have something that you can measure over time, but then also learn how to add context to that in your real life. And that's a bit around like basically saying, just make sure you do like track, but don't obsess. And I think that's the most important message that I have for you today. Anyway, I'm going to carry on watching the game. We're 65 minutes in. It's 2-0. It's Spain, France. And I'm excited to see how it ends. Peace out.